Great to see you. It's great to see you. Cool. Awesome. Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking.
Of course, of course. So I heard that you are the ways of the butt kicking. So I was really hoping you could teach me the ways. I can defend myself so that whenever anyone or any VTuber come at me while I'm in the safety of my interview setup, I know how to defend myself.
You know, if you just give me the list, I can go have a conversation with them. Also, nice chops, bro. Nice chops.
Thank you so much. I've been practicing. Always. But yeah, no, like I don't need you to go after them. I just need to know, like, if they're gonna fight me, if they're gonna come at me right now, how am I going to defend myself against them?
Well, the first thing is VTubers aren't real. Like, we don't really exist, so mostly you don't have to worry about it.
You say that, but you say that, but I've been insulted many times. Literally, my last stream, I got freaking button face exposure, and I had to like void it around. Like, don't get me wrong, like if that's the kind of text I have to fight, I might be a little hesitant on fighting back on those. But that's just beside the point. I need to be able to defend myself just in case people get on top of me again.
All right, well, you know, maybe I can help you out.
All right, cool. I appreciate it. Well, that's what we go. That's part of the streams. But that's part of the stream we're gonna do. But most of the things we're gonna do is we're gonna get to know you, because that's what we do at this fun little talk show I like to do. Each and every week we get to know a lovely VTuber, and today we're gonna get to know you today. So how about you, Mr. Astromori, introduce yourself to the very few people who might not know who you are.
Well, hello everybody. My name is Atsumori Kufuhara, which is an 8-syllable name, which is absolutely unmarketable. But you can call me Atsu. I'm a retro variety streamer. Sometimes I like to paint miniatures. But mostly I like to talk about karate, martial arts, old things, retro things, self-improvement, whatever comes to mind.
Cool. I like to see that. I like to see that. Cool. Awesome. Well, hey, I like to see that you're a variety of content creator. Have you ever thought about doing like a VR chat and doing some of the like beat sabers where you actually have to fight the blocks?
Oh yeah, that's the ultimate goal. That is the ultimate goal of my streaming is, you know, getting full body tracking, like either porting this model or getting a new model into VR chat and teaching full length martial arts karate streams. I want to give karate to the world.
Give karate to this world. I like to see that. I would love to come to your dojo in VR chat and learn the ways. That'd be kind of cool to do, right? Wouldn't that be really cool to have like an actual like dojo that we all can come to and we all learn how to do like fighting in a VR space? That way we don't leave our home, but we still come to class. Wouldn't that be cool? That's like the future right there. That's like so.
That is yeah. I think that is the future, because with a physical dojo, hold on. Getting ahead of myself here. Have you ever done any actual martial arts?
So I have back in the day when I was a lot younger. I actually it's actually a really funny story. But before I get to that, Glacier actually reached out to me and just said, "Are you on the right mic, Kofu? Sounds a bit low to me. Are you a little low?"
I'm not sure. Maybe you can raise my levels a little.
I'm doing that right now. I'm turning down the music and maybe you're lower. How does that sound? Do your intro again. Do your intro again.
Hello, my name is Atsumori Kufuhara.
How's that, guys?
How am I sounding now?
You guys sound good? Sound good?
Hello.
And River, don't steal cattle. I don't recommend that. Don't recommend. I don't have cattle to steal, but don't steal.
That is Reaver.
Well, Reaver, don't steal cattle. Also, hi North. I interviewed you just a little bit ago. How you doing? Only karate is only martial arts.
Let me see if I am on the right. Oh, I see what's going on here.
Oh, wow, you sound totally different now. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was like, I thought like because it's Discord, and Discord usually have weird mic settings for a lot of my guests, so I just assumed that like that's how it is.
Okay,
but you sound
Discord
10 times better.
At random times will decide, hey, those settings that you had before, no, I don't care about those. They're back to default now.
Again, that's annoying. That's annoying.
Anytime you like switch cameras like physically, like you unplug camera 1 and plug camera 2, anything like that, Discord's like, I don't know what to do with this information. This checksum doesn't make any sense. Beep boop beep boop boop, back to default, right?
Wow. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Now I need to turn you down on my end. So I was.
Thank you, Glacier Darling, for as always being my best and only mod.
Yep. the best mod. Awesome. And is that the same person you told me that did your Discord React?
He's the very same.
Oh, hey, I reached out to you, by the way, to maybe get some commissions done, because I really like what you did with the reaction, by the way. And I said hey, and I had to explain my freaking situation, because I didn't want it to just look like I was just texting you. I was like, hey, just text, hey, what's up, you know? I actually had to give context.
Hey with like 3 Y's, like hey.
Hey. No, I just did the whole like hey, kind of like, you know, we're buddies, we're friends, kind of stuff.
Right.
But you don't really start that when you're asking for a business like transaction of commissions and paying money. You don't start with hey, you know. It just seemed weird. So I just had to double check that. But yeah,
Actually, you know, I think that's kind of like the anti-meta way to go about it, because the AI nowadays are all like super officious and like, hello, I have been watching. Hello, insert name streamer here.
Hello.
I've been watching your where you stream for X amount of time.
Maybe I should do that when I send out my messages when I ask people to come on my show, because it sounds kind of like professional, but also kind of like funny. So I try to like avoid the AI generated kind of looking things. Maybe I should just start with hey, just hey. Oh, I should be hi. It means death. Okay. Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't do that then. If someone greets you with hi more than 8 eyes, get out of there. They mean they harm you. Oh no, just look at Kirby. Not Kirby. But going back to what you're saying, now that everything's all fixed up and good. But yeah, I did do karate back when I was a kid. I didn't get past like white belt. Like I didn't do that much of it. And the reason why I stopped was mostly based off the fact that even though I had a lot of fun and I was doing really good there was a kid that always hung out there that was too young to do that kind of stuff, but he was really interested to do that. And I thought it was really cool just to play around. You know, we both like just wrestled a little bit. Everything was fine. Everything was good. And I even like threw him around a couple times, and he just took it like a man. He was freaking awesome. And then one day I thought, you know, wow, this guy can like take it. This is all good. I'll give him a little noogie. So I gave him a little noogie as a playful thing, and he started crying, and I felt so bad. I was like, no, I'm so sorry. So ever since then, I never went back because I just felt bad because I don't want to see the kid again because I made him cry. You know, I don't want to go back, and that's when I stopped.
That sucks, man. Now I only asked because you asked me what was my ultimate goal in streaming, and you've seen a physical dojo, right? You've been in a dojo.
Yes.
How many people can you shove in a dojo? What, 20, 30 maybe?
Yeah. You want to do 100.
There's no limit. There's no limit to the amount of people you can reach.
1,000 people dojo, but it'd be a lot of people to like go up to each and every individual one and like direct them in the right way, right? So you have to go to each and every individual one.
So here's the thing, like you're talking about like doing classes, like actual classes on VR, and that's an excellent idea and a fine way to make money. But what I'm kind of like going for is the classic like edutainment style, like me speaking to chat. You know, because chat loves interaction. Chat wants interaction. Chat wants the requisite amount of head pats and belly rubs necessary in order to keep their zoomy receptors focused in on the stream.
True.
So most of my content when I get it going is going to be me interacting directly with chat. I might have, you know, ideally 1 or 2 people with me in order to like use them as examples or something like that, but ultimately my focus is going to be on the people who are watching me. Private lessons are for off stream when I teach people like the deep knowledge, you know, as like you know, maybe they're Patreons or subscribe stars or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of thought. What I'm saying is I put a lot of thought into this.
Which is good. Model. I love it. And I can't wait to see you get there, because I know you will get there eventually, and I can't wait to see you do more and more stuff. So when you get your full body tracking and you model into VR chat, I bet that's just the beginning. It's be the beginning. Be really cool. Well, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. I like to get that started with that. Cool. Awesome. For those at home who do not know what these kind of talk shows we like to do, I'll be asking 15 questions to Atsu over here, and we're pretty much going to be asking questions like how they first got started, the kind of things they're looking forward to, get into the details of their model, and maybe some tidbits of information, fun facts about them, and their thoughts on what's going on in the VTube community. Should be fun. It should be awesome. You guys should sit back, relax, get some popcorn, and enjoy the show. And if you guys would like to contribute to the conversations and you would like to ask some questions, feel free. If you want to contribute to conversations and don't have a question, you can always hit the spin the wheel we have right here. It's a little redeem you guys can hit. If you hit this redeem, you'll be able to see a random question pop up, and Atsu has to answer it no matter what. No matter how cringy it is, he has to answer it. No matter
Spin
what.
the wheel.
Spin the wheel. So if you guys hit the redeem, we will definitely get into that. But first, let's get started with the first question of the night. And what better to ask than the best, most basic question to start all interview? And that is, why and when did you want to get into streaming in the first place?
When did you start wanting to stream? Why did I want to start to stream? Money. No. I'm
Money.
kidding.
Money. That's what it is. Money. I want to be a karate money maker.
No. So in 2021, right in the middle of this thing that was happening worldwide.
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
people were getting sick. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, the Backstreet tour, right? Backstreet Back tour.
Obviously it was NSYNC.
My bad. There was NSYNC tour that shut down all the world. My bad.
So during the worst of it, during like the greatest of the depredations of mankind, the lesser angels of our nature, I'm a middle-aged man. I'm in my 30s. I was working an okay job, but it was definitely a thankless job, a very physical job, a job that didn't really have any future to it. And I was thinking to myself, I'm not doing enough. I'm really not doing enough with my life. Like I am wasting my time. What could I do? There's so much like fear and darkness in this world right now. What could I be doing to fight against that? And unfortunately, my tiny little kitty paws are too short to box with God. So I had to settle.
Yeah.
Right? I just can't just like.
Just a little bit of ways. Just a little bit of ways. Just barely, almost got it.
I had to think. I had to think about what I wanted to do, and I was doom scrolling on YouTube. Like you do, right? And I came upon a random ass YouTube video. It was like, why VTubers are fucking horrible, and I'm like, what? What's a VTuber though? Right?
VTuber?
And this guy was just going so hard, like he was like so sweaty about how like degenerate VTubers were, and really all he was doing was like selling it to me. And I was like, wow, I can be an anime cat man on the internet.
I can be anime cat man. I can be anime. What?
Right? I can be an anime cat girl. Okay, so I was like, damn, this is cool. Hold up, let me go do my homework though. Let me do my research. So I hopped on Twitch, like dusted like 6 or 7 years of digital dust off of my account, because I wasn't really a Twitch watching guy before 2021. And I just like clicked on the VTuber tag and just went with it and just like jumped in.
Just jumped in this rabbit hole, man. Just jumped in the rabbit hole.
And I found some VTubers I liked, started hanging out with them, started learning Twitch culture, because Twitch is a culture like unto itself.
Oh yeah. There's some mannerisms and things that you can say and cannot say,
and which was a lot to take in for my boomer ass. Yeah, for sure, for sure. There is indeed a certain way, a methodology of going about things on Twitch, and I wanted to learn that, because if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it, right? I'm here to be one of the best that ever was.
Catch them, very test, train them.
Right.
Yes, you know. You got this. You got this. I'm pretty sure we're at the same age, by the way. I'm pretty sure we're around the same age.
Are we? Okay. On the count of 3, I want you to type into a private message to me the year you were born.
All right.
Are you ready?
A year I'm born. Okay.
The year you were born.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, so you are a little bit older than me. Okay. You know what? Stand corrected. You're the same age as my brother. So okay, I got
Oh
you.
wow,
I got you.
wow. Am I the older brother?
You're the
Hey,
older.
Chad,
You're the older brother.
Do I give off older brother vibes?
Is that older brother vibes?
Is that
That
my
older
thing?
brother vibes. You know. The older brother
Well, actually, so
vibes.
the thing is, I'm different things to different people.
Mhm.
But anyway, back to your question. So, when I started streaming, what was it, like January 13th, 2022? I had a laptop, a PNG, and a dream. Like,
And a dream.
I was nowhere near where I am now, or where I wanted to be, but I had to do it. I had to jump in and I had to do it. And I cheated by telling all of my real life friends. I was like, hey, because I used to be a Pathfinder, I was a captain in the Pathfinder Society, which is this organized play tabletop role-playing game.
Yeah,
thing.
D&D.
Yeah. Basically, I helped host public-facing D&D games in brick-and-mortar gaming stores for a decade.
Wow.
From like 2012 to about 2021, 2022.
For that matter. Oh.
It's how I met Reaver. It's how I met Perpetual Echoes. It's how I met Eisen Spider and his wife and a whole bunch of other people. Nigel Arcane.
I played him ever since. Sounds like a great friendship. Great friendship.
So I had this like group of people who, saw me multiple times per week, and I was like, "Look, I'm gonna go do this VTuber thing. All I want you to do is like watch me until I'm until I get that coveted affiliate, and then you can just go off and do whatever." And most of them have stayed with me for 2 years.
Ooh. So you tell them to leave, and they do not leave. They always stay with you.
I don't tell them to leave. I told them they could leave.
Oh.
I opened up the door, right? But like cats, they didn't want to go out when I opened up the door.
They will always stay. They will always stay, no matter what.
But yes, I think that is the when and why of wanting to stream. I want to stream because I want to inject some good back into the world.
I can see that. Cool. Okay. Well, I like to see that. It's good reasoning, good morals. I like it. Alright, cool. And I do like the fact that they all started with you just want to try something different, because during that time where everyone was sitting at home not doing as much, they felt like they need to do something. They can't just sit around and do nothing. And that's when they get into streaming, because there's something they've always wanted and curious about. But a lot of people couldn't get into it because they had to they didn't feel comfortable, or they didn't really want to personally show their face on camera. And then they get introduced to a VTubing culture, and that's when they was like, wow, I can not only do something I've always wanted to do, but also I can do it with a a veil on as a character that I've always wanted to portray as. And then that's when you get into it. And it's good to see that your friends not only helped you get to where you want and chose to do it, but they're still with you today. That's so cool. I like that. That's so cool. I like to hear that. Cool. Well, that's awesome. I like to see those kind of intros and things to where people get started with. Another question that I saw this happen is Rotau was asking, did he rig his own model for VR chat? Did you rig this yourself?
No.
No. I do karate stuff. I don't do the technical rigging of things.
I am not possessed of those skills, unfortunately.
It's crazy.
You will find that as the Karate Prince, one of my special abilities is I have people for that.
Yep.
I do not have all the skills. I only have this one life to accumulate skills, and I don't have the time nor the wherewithal to accumulate all the skills forever. So I realized very early that the way to get ahead is to, spread the load.
Spread the load. I was gonna be like, hey yo. Ayo.
Delineate responsibility. Let's go with that.
Yeah, that's one way to also say Ayo.
Trust in the skills of other people.
Sure, yes. A1 is the right people in the right places. Can't even rig a tournament. Oh, snap. Oh, shots fired. Oh, dang. I know a guy.
I'll take that. That's a compliment.
Wow. I love that. I love that. Cool. Well, no, okay. I see that. I can see that. Well, yeah. Do you want to shout out the people who did your art and rigging?
Okay, so 3D model, this 3D model right here, was done by Curie the Goblin. If you search for Curie the Goblin on Twitter or Twitch, you should be able to find her no problem. Let's see, my Fugi, my GIF reactives is done by Electric Glacier. You can find her on Twitter as Windfall Apples or here as Electric_Glacier.
The positive. That's you did almost a rig tournament one time by planning to sign me up for one without telling me that was a thing. Oh, you know the first thing about rigging a tournament is at least let the people know that they're in the tournament. I gotta say, that is very important.
No. That was part of the game. It was going to be a single blind test.
Oh, it was a blind test one. Okay, you know that sounds fun. Good to know.
To summarize that story, I was going to take Reaver Captain with me up to the next state over to a karate tournament that I wanted to go to, but it only I was the only one in the club, in my karate club, that wanted to go to that tournament, and I needed somebody to go with me, you know, somebody to hold the pads and rub my shoulders and, you know, get me warmed up and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, see, you're having trouble there. Like, you know, it's hard to do that on your own.
Yeah, no, it's hard to do that. Massaging yourself is not as good as it usually would
be. Getting massaged by anyone else, hits different.
It does hit different. Definitely 100%. I recommend it. guys.
So I was going to take Reaver Captain with me as my coach and trainer, but I wasn't going to tell him that I spent the money to sign him up for the tournament, got a gi his size, got him a little white belt, and I was going to throw him in it, and then I was going to put him into kumite, like the sparring section, right? And I was going to be like, here's the rule set, here's the ways to score, go have fun. Because Reaver Captain is a farm boy. He's a rough and tumble farm boy. He's been wrestling cows ever since he got out of diapers. Okay? So he's been wrestling cows all his life. And I was about to throw a pit bull at show ponies. Right? Because, you know, the people who compete a lot in karate tournaments, especially the point fighting tournaments, it's a certain kind of person. They're show poodles. They're show dogs, right? They're not the rough and tumble pit bulls. I was about to throw a pit bull into the mix just to see what would happen. I was morbidly curious, right?
So yeah, no, he's been fighting since 13. Lost a couple, but then he started winning when he hit 14. So that's when he actually started winning some of these bullfights.
If you need another interview in the next couple of months, I highly suggest Reaver Captain.
Yeah,
reach out to me. He's a very interesting individual.
I'm always down to interview new people, so reach out to me. More than happy to. I think I have a couple more spots left in July, and then I am completely open in August. So still looking for some more people to add on to my phone.
Nice.
So cool. Nice. Very nice. Cool. Awesome.
So, next question?
So yeah, I can get to the next question. But the thing I was gonna say is they reminded me of a anime that's coming out pretty soon about this guy who's like a martial artist, but he was so strong and powerful he could only spar with bears because he keeps killing people. So he only spars with bears, and you just remind me of him because he's he only wrestles with bulls because anytime he faces with anyone else, he accidentally kills them. So he has to fight with bulls. That's how I think of it. That's how I think about it.
If Reaver Captain were in an anime, it would be that. It would be like that. Like he just decimates normal people. But then he meets me and Nigel and his brother, and we are the first humans that he fights that he just can't body.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that starts like the friendship, like the frenemies and the rivalries. Like that would make an excellent anime.
Oh yeah, no, and then there's an anime like that that's coming out pretty soon. You guys should definitely watch it. I can't remember what it's called, but definitely recommend checking it out. But yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And no, we have not.
Says, have you discussed retro gaming yet? I've discussed that I do retro gaming.
We haven't gotten to that yet. We were talking about the bullfighting and wrestling and throwing your friends into tournaments without them knowing. That's how we got it so far. So pretty good conversations. I like it. I like it. Anime night with the boys. Love it. But yeah, we'll get into retro gaming because I love retro gaming, so we'll definitely get into it. Definitely. Give me a font. Give you a font.
Times New Roman.
I like bangers.
Arial Bold. Wingdings.
All the sans. I don't know. Yeah, all the fonts.
Oh God, please Comic Sans.
You know what? It's actually really funny because I've been using the font Banger for my videos. I really like it.
Banger?
It's I know it is, but it's a legit. It's like a slanted but also bolden kind of. It's funny. You look it up. Look up like text sans for bangers. It's hilarious. Cool. Awesome. Can burn in a trash fire. Wow. You guys really don't like the sans. You guys really don't like the sans. Oh, everyone's getting into that kind of text fonts debate now in chat. I love it. Cool. So next question for you: what do you like the most about being a VTuber gamer? So we talked a little bit.
No, okay.
Is AV Answers money to you? Just AV Answer.
Oh no, only in jest.
Only jest.
What do I like the most about being a VTuber gamer? I could pontificate about like sharing my retro passions with the new crowd, and that's certainly an aspect of it. I attract a certain type, actually two types of viewer, outside of the people that I cheated and was like, got all my friends in to watch me.
I wouldn't call that cheating though. Cheating is like you buying bots. Though that's cheating. Just asking your friends just to join you to watch your streams. That's not cheating. If that's cheating, then like how I first started is that I got started because I was in a game store and people were asking about my opinion on gaming stuff. So I made a YouTube and I made Twitch stuff and I asked them if they wanted to hear more about it, they'd come on my stream. It's not cheating. I don't want to say it's cheating. I don't want to say it's cheating.
You are right, of course. You are right. I am using the wrong word kind of on purpose.
You're using it with quotations.
It's just there's a lot of people out there who start with like at the bottom, nothing. Like for whatever reasons they have no friends, and they're like, I'm gonna start streaming to get some friends and get to know people, and they don't know how to put themselves out there. They haven't cultivated like a group of friends or anything like that. They stream to no one for the longest time, and I feel so bad for those people, and I'm truly blessed to have. Wait, why are you waving?
Oh no, Viku, like he's a good friend chatter who just came by to say hi and he had to leave, so I just wanted to wave and goodbye.
Okay.
You'll see me like I don't like interrupting when people are talking during my interviews, but I don't want to let people feel like they're not acknowledged. So I usually like to give like hand comments to people, be like hi, and I'll mimic them just so that they feel like they're spoken to. But I don't like interrupting.
I got you.
So
I got you.
If you guys ever wonder why I'm doing random things, I either mimic what the person is saying, or I usually try to like make a comment to chat. Because I've been reading chat the entire time. I just don't like interrupting people's interviews, so I apologize. So you continue where you go. Continue.
Absolutely. So, two types of people that I attract to my streams: the Zoomers, like 18 to 22-year-olds, who are like, "What is this retro gaming? What are these squares on the screen? What are these pixels?
Why can't I touch it? Why is it not on the tablet yet? What's going on? What's going on? Why is this Game Boy not have touchscreens?" Kind of thing like that.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's those, and then like the 30-40 plus who are like, "Oh, I remember this game. This is cool," right?
That game. Oh. Yep, exactly.
And why is this game so cool? Why is this NES hard?
Yeah, why is video games hard? He's like, what? What's the easy mode? Why can't I put on easy mode?
So what's that? Can you eat it?
Hey, can you eat it?
But back to the question, what do I like most? So I really truly enjoy sharing those games with people. You know, of all walks of life, whoever wants to show up, everyone is welcome. What else do I really like about being VTuber gamer? It's cool. I get to be somebody else.
Yeah.
I get to jump into the shoes of Atsumori Kufuhara, which, by the way, is a roleplay character that I've had since the year of our Lord 2004.
Oh.
I've had this character longer than some of my viewers have been alive.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. To be honest, I am in the same boat. A lot of the people who like to watch my content are usually in the really young things. And I'll talk about something like, dude, did you see that you're remaking like Chrono Trigger? It hasn't yet, but like that's going to be my response whenever it does.
Right.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And people will be like, I don't even know what Chrono Trigger is. And I'm just like, it's freaking just, oh my god, just go back to your Fortnite, you know, maybe they'll make a skin before Chrono Trigger when it comes out.
No, do not go back to your Fortnites. It is up to you and me, Tricko, you see, it is up to you and me to bring the beauty of retro gaming to the masses.
Well, see, let's do that when, okay, so here's my plan, okay, here's my plan. So about a year or two ago, they announced, I saw an article, and they announced that about only 12% of like PS2 games will be available to purchase in 2025. So that means like 88% of all the physical games for our PS2 will not be able to be bought anymore. Like all that physical market is gone. So for me, I'm not only a huge retro fan, but I'm also a huge physical retro fan. I like it. I like to be able to hold them, kind of stuff like that. When it becomes so hard to get those physical retro games, that's when I'm going to reach out to them. Like, hey guys, you ever heard of a game called Baldur's Gate? Let me show you guys. Let me introduce you guys. You know, kind of stuff like that, because I want them to have the physical, like, see it physically. Because you can get all the retro stuff on emulators pretty easily nowadays, and they're usually in better quality because they have like updates and stuff like that. But it feels so good just playing the original system game on the original system with the original controller in your hand. You know, it feels good. It feels good. So that's kind of retro I'm at, and you can't really teach that.
Tactile satisfaction that cannot be replicated.
Exactly. You know, like same thing with like horror games. Like retro horror games are so good. Like they age like fine wine. Like as they get older, they become scarier. Like have you played the original like Fatal Frame on PS2? Like
I have not.
It's so eerily creepy, and with the janky of the controls, it just adds to the scare because you're like, no, don't walk back into him, no. You know, it feels good. It feels so nice. So I totally agree with you on 100%. But like, it's kind of hard to teach the new generation like the retro kind of style things while they have so much access to all the game libraries they do have. That's why if I would teach them how to do it, I would only want them to teach them how to do it all together as like a physical form, than to trying to give them the avenue and have them choose to do it, because they won't see the appeal like we will. Like we see the appeal because we have the nostalgic glasses on, and we see like, oh my god, it's so cool. But show a Star Fox 64 to a guy who only knows Star Fox as Super Smash Bros. Character, you're going to see a difference in people wanting to play the game and wanting to just know about the character, you know? Like,
as far as retro gaming is concerned, we are on the inside looking out, and they're on the outside looking in.
Exactly. So it's really hard to get them to interested in that unless you literally put it into their hands. If you give them the choice, they're never going to use it. That's why you kind of just have to, like, I had this debate. I made a video talking about, should older games be remade? And like people are having nice debates in the comment sections, and they're pretty much talking about like it's really nice to get newer people who have never got access to that to play something that they have heard a lot about. And I think that's the best way to do it, is to talk about it, get people really interested in it, and then have them have access to it and play it later. It just sucks because a lot of these kids can't afford a lot of the newer stuff, and a lot of these remakes are coming out at $60, $70 values. So it's kind of hard to get them into these remakes if they're already so expensive.
You just touched upon something. Core memory unlocked. Now you just touched on something. One of these months coming up here pretty soon, I want to do a month of gaming where it's all free games.
Ooh.
Games you can procure online legally for free.
Does that count as gacha games?
I
Yep.
will avoid gacha games.
Yeah, because you
I
gotta
don't
keep
like
in
gacha
mind.
games.
So don't look at my background. Don't look at my background. Whatever you do, just because I'm totally not a gacha
Look,
game
man,
person.
all I see is some anime girl bullshit. Like, I don't even know what they're from.
Good. You guys don't know. Good. No judging. Then you guys not gonna judge me. No judging. But yeah, no, like
I don't play your honker star railed.
Honker
games,
Star
okay?
Rails and the Genshin Impacts. What is even that?
Which
What is even
Genshin Impacts?
that? Yeah, what is even that? That sounds like such a weeb game. Kind of switches. Looking at background, I see myself on top of the PC. You see? Oh, you see this little mask thing? Like Jester. If you're interested in that mask, stay tuned because I actually getting a model myself. My model has something to do with that mask. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for my.
Are you to join the hollowed ranks of VTubers?
Yes, it is actually happening. After 3 years and after hitting 1K on Twitch, I am finally going to ascend to anime stardom and become a VTuber myself.
That is fantastic.
Actually, if you look at my intro and my outro to my streams, you actually will see a little bit of a character on there, and you guys will like it. See,
That's pretty
I
cool.
see it below in your description. I approve of the top hat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My guy is going to be like a magician jester, so this will be cool. You'll like it. So yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, going back to what we were talking about, because we've been going off topic a little bit, but I like the topics we go into. I just don't want to. I don't want to talk too much. I want to give you all the space. So I apologize, but when you talk about something,
no.
video games,
conversation.
True,
Right?
and having a discussion. But when people talk about retro gaming, that's when I get really peaked and get into conversation. So if I talk too much, let me know. Just cry, chop me in the neck, and just like stop it, and then I'll pass.
I would say in conclusion, the thing I like about VTubing and being a VTuber gamer is that it gives me the platform to do what I want to do, and that is to teach people karate, to uplift people, to inject positivity in this world, and to fight back against the darkness. That is what is most important to me.
I like it. That's a good quote. That's a really good quote. I like that. That's really good. Cool. I like it. Sweet. Going back to chat a little bit. I will say that there are games dead now than alive. There's a lot more games that are dead. That's why introducing people to the retro kind of market, just to let the people know about it, is actually really cool. And then like Fail Frame is terrifying. It is amazing. You should try it. Fox as a side-scrolling fighter in the Windows floppy saved icon of a Nintendo universe. That's so good. That's so good. And then yeah, I will definitely say that like getting into the retro kind of feel of things is really cool and really fun. But you definitely have to like know your audience a little bit, you know, because like because again it's really good to introduce yourself to a lot of the newer people, but the older fans, the people who grew up with it, is going to be the people you want to target the most, because those are the people who want to see not only the game coming back, but also to see how you interact with certain things, you know? Like, I streamed a game that I think you would like a lot. I don't know if you play this. Let me see if you know this game, okay?
Okay.
It's old school game made by BioWare back in the day on the original Xbox. It's all about kung fu fighting in the Chinese dynasty area.
Was it Jade Empire?
Yes, exactly. Good. I love it. You should definitely stream that game, because not only that game is just freaking phenomenal and more people need to know about this game, but also it'd be cool to see your reactions to the kind of decisions you make in that game, you know? So if
you know what? I will write that down. I'll put that on my list. Jade Empire.
That feels like it's 100% up your alley, because not only the theming is all martial arts, but it's just a freaking iconic game that more people should know about. I'm really hoping that eventually we get a remake of that game, because one, the game needs it, like really needs it, but also it'd just be cool just to kind of give that more limelight, because again, not many people know about the game, and I think more people should.
You know, believe it or not, I tend to stay away from martial arts games.
Oh, really? So you don't play like Sifu or something like that?
No. I think two on the nose. It's a bit too much theming, right?
Makes sense.
And it kind of themes me into a hole. Like it stereotypes me. right?
No, I totally see your point. Because like people will assume that you do it, and when you play something else, you're able to, oh hey, he does something else. He's not just a one-trick pony kind of situation.
I will say, however, one of my most favorite genres is beat 'em up games, side-scrolling beat 'em up games.
Okay, cool. I like that.
I will absolutely throw down with a side-scrolling beat 'em up game, and this works for me because when I do collabs and people come on, the first thing I'll do is I'll play a side-scrolling beat 'em up game with them because I don't want to do anything competitive against them. I want to do PvE, not PvP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Streets of Rage kind of thing. You know, like a fighting game like that. That's
100%.
really cool. I like that. That's really fun. Fun fact about Jade Empire: the non-English language that using it is crafted language, and all the people using it in the game are actually making a bunch of cow jokes. That's actually really funny. I like that. That's actually good. I didn't actually know that. But I was wondering what language they were speaking when they were speaking it. I guess they're just making cow jokes. I love it. I can see that. Cool. All right. So let's talk about you a little bit more. So you are technically a kitsune. You're like a fox VTuber.
No.
Are you a dog VTuber?
No.
Shoot.
0 for 2.
Overshoot. Well, the only other thing.
I am a cat. I am a Himalayan feline.
Yep, I should have read that right there. It's right there in your description. I love it.
Shake my head.
I'm sorry.
No, but I get it because I don't actually look like a very convincing Himalayan. Because most Himalayans have very like dark faces, which would clash with the black hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to keep my character design very, very simple.
Mm-hmm.
So that it's not too much like to the eye. Like I kind of like blend very well, like the kind of like the feng shui of creating your scene, and it makes it much easier for artists to draw me.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it. Keep it simple.
Because of that, I get an absolute shit ton of fan art,
which is good. That's what you want as when you create a character. You want them to be simplified so that they're not too difficult to create. And that's why, like, when I was first coming up with my design for my character, I was trying to make it as simple as possible without it being super overblown. Because there's a lot of characters out there that look really cool, that looks super complicated.
Really cool, but they're busy, right?
Yeah.
It's very busy character design.
Exactly. That's why I also picked this mask as, like, the main base of the character, because the mask is very easy to recognize and very easy to, like, replicate. You know, like, it's just a smile and 2 eyes right there. He's a Himalayan cat. You're a lion.
Himalayan cat, him a standing cat, him a talking cat.
You are him and talking cat. Love it. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so you're a cat VTuber, am I right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
There's a lot of cat VTubers out there, aren't there?
Yes, probably not as much as the Goblin VTubers.
I know. I interviewed a goblin.
But what we lack in quantity, we make up for in quality.
True. I will say that. So it's really interesting because you bring that up. So I've interviewed about 2 goblin VTubers, and they're all both freaking amazing, awesome people. But when I was interviewing them, there's one person that told me that they keep track of all the goblin VTubers, and apparently there's already 289 goblin VTubers out there. So 289.
Not more.
Yeah, well, that's what he sold.
Is that the current active number? Because I've heard...
last time I interviewed him, last time I interviewed the Goblin VTuber, the chatter said it was that. So that was about like maybe a month ago. So
I've heard conflicting reports. I've heard as many as like okay. So I will tell you and I, between you and me and the lamppost over there and chat, there is a semi-secret Goblin VTuber Discord.
Oh.
Like invite only. You've got to be an established Goblin VTuber, either on Twitter or on Twitch, to be in that Discord. And at last count, I think there was like 565 in there.
Wow, that's a lot more than I thought it was. But I don't know, because I'm not a Goblin VTuber. So
when you say 280 some, I'm like, is that like the current active number, or I don't know?
Maybe it's the current active number of like, because there's a lot of, because you know as well as everyone else knows, there's a lot of VTubers who jump into the pool and then after a while they kind of just drift away, you know, like they don't really like stay active as much as before, you know. They usually jump into it and then they find themselves not liking it, so they just dip out.
Content creation is a hell of a thing, man. But but I'm preaching to the choir here, I'm sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of VTubers out there who call themselves VTubers, but they end up not really being content creators, and that's kind of like what your definition of a VTuber is, you know, because like
Kobolds hit the bricks.
Kobolds hit the bricks.
Hey, there's a couple of Kobold VTubers out there, just not nearly as many as the goblins, the cats, the dragons, you know.
Yeah, so yeah, cats is a lot. Kobolds specifically, no, but cats that is a lot. And also, apparently, you can cuddle kitty you. I see.
Oh, that's a Soro. She is also she is in the same karate club that I'm in.
Oh, nice. It's just teach the ways of the flips and the chops and the kicks.
Yes, in that order.
Hopefully in that order. If not, then it just throws it all off, and then you have to go back to square one again. Okay, so my question for you. So what do you bring to the VTuber community helps you stand out more than the rest of the cat VTubers? Damn,
I can't say money for this one.
Yeah, no, you can't technically, but it's not gonna make sense.
No. What do I bring to the VTuber community that helps me stand out? I would say my combination of my passion for martial arts, you know, positivity, spiritual uplifting, helping people out, like as a focus, not just as an ancillary thing that I'm doing. Like, you know, every time I hit live, I'm like, I'm gonna go out there. This is a show. I'm gonna be entertaining, and I'm gonna brighten somebody's day today.
Nice.
Right. That combined with the, you know, me being like a boomer and the retro aesthetic and all of that, and that's, you know, I think that's kind of why like I exude the older brother energy for a lot of people. Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure. Like for me, you definitely had the older brother energy, but I'm guessing everyone else sees you like a sensei kind of energy.
Some of them do. Some of them certainly do. Like, and that's another thing. I don't like to push the whole thing that like, oh, I do the martial arts. Like, oh, bow to your sensei, right? I'm definitely not like that. Like,
you more chill vibe.
Yeah, absolute chill vibes. Karate is a thing that if you want to get into that with me, absolutely. I bring that to the table. But if that's not what you're interested in, if you just want to hang out with some weird-ass Catman VTuber and play some retro games, then hell yeah, that's what we're doing. If you just want to talk shop while I'm painting miniatures, absolutely. Let's do it out on Friday nights.
I like it.
Oh, yes, Nigel, thank you. One of the more unique things that I bring to the VTuber community is we do karate combat live stream, like party streams.
Ooh.
So karate combat is a fight promotion, right? Like the UFC, right? I'm sure you know about the UFC.
Yeah. It's the British martial arts like fighting tournament that you see in the octagon.
Yeah. But so karate combat is a different fight promotion program that fights in a pit. It's like a 45-degree walled pit, right? And they concentrate on, you know, karateka, like men and women who do the karate. And although they have added pit submission, like combat submission matches as of late, but it's really cool. It's not behind a pay-per-view wall. It's free on YouTube, which means I can stream it on Twitch for everybody to hang out and watch.
Nice.
And like all of my VTuber friends come on, and we hang out and we watch it, and I color commentate, and I provide, you know, entertainment. You know, I've been doing martial arts all my life, so I can break down what they're doing in terms of fighting and like the strategies, and you know the mental game, the physical game, and all of that. So one of the you know things is I karate's not the only thing I do in terms of martial arts. I've done a lot of martial arts in my life. If you want me to go through the full list, I can, but it's a lot.
It's up to you.
Oh gosh, I mean, okay, if you want. Here we go. 17 years of Taekwondo, 5 years of Tong Soo Do. I have boxed and wrestled at the state level. Let's see what else. I trained with a Muay Thai fight team for 5 months. That was fun. 3 years of Kodokan Judo, 3 years of Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, 15 years of full contact stick fighting and knife fighting. I have done 200 blunt steel machete duels, 5 years of historical European martial arts, and now 3 years and 2 months of Shotokan Karate.
I like it. There's a lot. So let's just say that if we ever met in an alleyway, probably the best defense for me is to lay down and play dead. Probably, right? Probably that's probably the best defense. Just don't pretend I'm dead. Just pretend I'm dead. That won't say. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. No pet fighting for me. Just lay down. Just.
Look, man, just give me like 6 to 8 months. You know, we'll go through our training arc. I'll turn you into a killer.
Cool. I like to hear that.
Right?
Like to hear that.
I'll be behind you with like the boombox and my little leg warmers on, and be like, "You're the best around. No one's gonna ever get you down." Right?
So motivational.
You'll be like jogging and punching and yeah.
Yep. I want to have you cut my eyes. Like, I can't see.
Oh my god! Now that's a deep cut reference.
See, I know this. See what you did there. See what you did there.
Impressive.
It's very entertaining when you throw difficult words from different languages at a cat and watch him fall. See. Definitely the way of the pen is mightier than the sword kind of style things. I like it. Very cool. Alright, well, next question for you, and this is gonna be a little bit of a treat for chat in the chat. Do you guys have any plans for games looking forward to streaming this year? Or do you have any events you like to talk about that you have yet to discuss too much?
Well, you kind of took the wind out of my sails because of I could have mentioned Karate Combat right here.
Yeah, it was you'll get into really good discussions. I don't want to interrupt you, but then you do start to answer some of the questions I have later. So if you do want to get into more details of some of the answers, which nothing wrong with it. Again, nothing wrong with it.
Streams are always fun. I think the next Karate Combat event is going to be in Check's Notes the 28th. So not this Friday, but next Friday. And that's gonna be super fun. So like I said, there's gonna be a month. I don't know which month this year, but I definitely want it to be this year, where I play games that are free, like free Steam games, or like retro remakes that you can just download. You don't have to download any ROMs or whatever, or do anything like quasi-legal or whatever. I'm gonna collate a collection of games you can play for free, and showcase those games over the course of like a week or a month. Speaking of monthly themes, November this year is going to be Revenge-ember. Revenge-ember, and that is going to be a collection of games that I have played on stream over the last 2 years and failed to complete.
I see. So you're going to check off your list of games you have not finished yet.
I am going to try.
Good luck.
And it will not be revenge, my good friend. It will be a reckoning.
Nice. I like to hear that. Well, it'd be cool to see you try and get into those kind of things. I'd love to see it. That's cool. All right, so speaking of chat and doing things with them, do you have any events? Do you have any things you'd like to do with your fans? Any kind of community nights you want to do with them? I know you do that pit fighting kind of reaction kind of thing you do with your fans.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I'm pretty horrible at this. I will admit. I don't really play like party games or anything like that. Maybe I should. I mean, it's just one of those things that like everybody else does. Like, let's play Gartic Phone. Let's play Jack in the Box number 82. Which can be fun. Or let's play Among Us Mogus for like the 864th time. I don't really play those games. I will if I'm on other people's streams for like big celebrations or whatnot, but I don't really do that kind of stuff on my stream. I like to focus. I'm very focused in my theme for my streams, and I want to be entertaining. I want to be uplifting. I want my energy to be focused on bringing the best positive energy that I can to chat. And I think party games don't serve me as well as they could. I think what I'm doing right now, like the retro games and the and the model painting. The model painting is really cool because I can literally just model paint and just kind of like zone out. And that's not a very very hard thing for me to do because I've been model painting for 12 years or so.
Makes sense.
And I used to do that professionally for a little while. I was a studio painter for a while.
Ooh.
And it really allows me to just kind of like, let my hair down a little bit and really connect with chat and read every message. Chat, if I ever miss your messages, I'm sorry. It's not on purpose. Chat do be going burr sometimes.
They go burr. No, it makes sense. Like after you deal with a lot of people talking, usually it's hard to try and keep up. But that's why it's like whenever you try and go backwards and try and reach out to chat, then usually it means really nice. But be forgiving to us streamers. We try our best. I definitely, definitely.
I need a bigger second monitor is what I need.
You need one of those like monitors that just has chat on it, as well as like you turn it on the side and just like have it on there, or you have it above your screen where you have like a super long tank. I've seen people do that.
Cool. That would be cool.
Next level right there. Love it. Go. Well, hey, let's get into your design. Your design is actually really interesting, but also is very like easy to draw kind of style things. So, what is the thoughts that went into your design?
So, like I said, this is a roleplay character that I've had since back in like 2004. And believe it, so here's the funny part. Here's the thing that most people don't know. I didn't actually create this character.
What?
This character was given to me because a couple of my friends were starting up an Edo era roleplay, like the Edo era of Japanese history, and through their roleplay and through their storyline, the daimyo and his wife had twins, both boys, and someone else was playing the eldest son, and they wanted someone to play the younger son, Atsumori. And I wanted to get in on the story. And they were like, oh yeah, we've got this character here, boom, you can have him.
Just here you go. So you're a twin. You're a twin.
I didn't actually come up with the name Atsumori Kufuhara. Which is kind of given to me. I was able to, make Atsumori what he looks like today. I was able to like shape the character the way I wanted, but within the confines of that particular role play. That went on for years. Had a lot of fun. And, became an adult, life got in the way, worked. But again, back in 2021, I was like, okay, I want to do this karate thing. Like, the ultimate goal is karate streams, edutainment, teach the people, arm the world, give them karate. Teach everyone to punch and kick, right? And I have more than one, roleplay character. I've got a cadre of roleplay characters in my head. I was like, which one is going to be the best one to do this thing? And I was like, damn it, it's going to be Atsumori Kufuhara, right? Because back when I was doing like the roleplay way back in the day, he wasn't a karate expert. That's something I kind of like molded into the current iteration of the character in order to optimize him for, the mission, the streaming.
I can see that.
Let's see. Yeah.
Would you ever like come up with like a lore like based story where your twin brother comes back and like tries to spar with you, kind of, which like bring back the original story and intertwine it with your current story?
I have kicked around that idea, but then I would need someone to be Okita. I would need somebody to be the twin brother.
Chat. Pretty sure there's a good amount of you guys would love to be inserted into the lore.
But the lore of the actual lore of Atsumori in his current iteration is that he was, the son of a daimyo, the Tigorian prince, who got reverse isekai'd into me.
Oh.
Like, he woke up one day and he's like, oh god, oh, where's my fur at? Oh god, I'm ugly. Oh, this sucks. Right? And then we are like, how can we best coexist? Right? And we decided that VTubing was the way to go. I could be him, he could be me, we can be we, right? That is why, chat, if you ever paid attention to my Twitter, when I say we are live, that's why. Because there's two of us. There's me, and then there's him. There's Atsumori, and then there's the guy behind him. Like, roughly flesh Jaegering this guy around. Right?
Oh. So I'm talking 2 people right now. I'm doing 2-person interview. Whoa.
Yes, essentially.
I like it.
So when you ask me, you're like, are you okay breaking kayfabe? I'm like, yes, because that's part of the lore. I can actually break kayfabe and still be within character. I put a lot of thought into this.
I like it. It's good.
Can you tell I've been role playing a while?
Just a little bit. I can see you have your shtick. I think it's really cool. I like it.
But it's one of those things. It's one of those like super deep cut details that doesn't come out unless we're doing like interviews like this.
Which I like that. I like these little hidden lores for a lot of that characters. So these is really cool. I think it's really cool. Cool, awesome. Well,
it's a deal then.
thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Now, really quick, we do actually have a spin. Northern Kiss actually wants to ask you a question. Awesome, Dragon. Northern Kiss.
Spin that wheel.
I didn't notice, but I appreciate it now. Oh, nice. I'm a dude playing a dude acting as another dude. It's pretty much his lore in a nutshell. Pretty much his lore. Cool. So, on your free time, do you like to watch any YouTubers?
Ooh,
who do you like to
a
watch?
good question. YouTubers. All right, we're gonna play a game. I'm just gonna hit YouTube, and I'm gonna see who comes up. Gosh, I'm just gonna start rattling off YouTubers that I really like.
Do it.
SNES Drunk is a really good one. Let me see history. Let me scroll through my history. So SNES Drunk is a good one. Scrolling. There's some Dungeon Masterpiece is really good. So I've been playing tabletop role-playing games for a long time. So I'm constantly looking for DMs that have come out and put out some like really good advice. Dungeon Masterpiece is one of them. Dungeon Masterpiece. Do you mind if I drop links?
Yeah, go for
in your chat? Is that a thing that I can do?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Also, I'm very glad that it didn't drop on like favorite Pokemon because I don't like Pokemon. Okay, I don't hate Pokemon, but like I don't play the Pokemon. I played Blue back when I was 13, back in the day, and that was fun. And then I didn't play another Pokemon for like 10 years. Okay.
No, I got you. Like I was kind of the same boat. I stopped playing after Crystal, and I haven't played any of the other ones since then. But then when I worked at a video game store, people like Pokemon, play video games. So I got back into it, and I got into Sun Moon, and I hated the way that they made it. I just liked the Pokemon, and then I started liking it when it got into the later series because it was a whole bunch of Pokemon I've never seen before. Some of them were really cool looking, so I thought it was really cool.
Another one is Dungeon Craft. So back when I started like watching him like 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, man, this guy's old school trademark copyright. He has got some opinions. But now I'm like, oh, I get it. I really get where he's coming from. And he was the one who really like invigorated my love for the older tabletop role-playing games.
Nice.
I'm trying to think. There's another one.
Yeah, choose one more.
We're gonna stick with tabletop. Daniel Norton.
I like it.
Daniel Norton.
Cool.
There you go.
Like it. Awesome. Cool. Very cool. Well, I like the lore of your character too. The guy a little bit into it too. I do like that you keep them nice and very simple. As a model, does it actually have any expressions or any toggles?
No, not at this time.
No,
I've been experimenting with those, but they look kind of cursed.
If I could recommend you a VTuber who does a lot of action, like cuts, Like I
Yeah.
remember one of her favorite ones is that you can hit a redeem, and she will like jump off the screen and then kick the screen and make a crack in the screen, and then the stream will just stay
cool.
there like that for a while. I can introduce her. She's really cool. She's awesome. She's also a cat VTuber too. She goes yeah all the time. So if you ever speak to her, she goes yeah all the times. All the time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to slide me that link.
I will
at some
do. I will
point.
do. She says he's streaming right now, actually, too. We'll see. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. So the next question is, what is your personal favorite part about your own design?
Other than the simplicity, right? I don't know. I like the black hair. I like the fact that I'm wearing a gi.
Are you an
I like
actual black belt, by the way?
In Shotokan Karate? No.
Yes. Oh.
In fact, I just got my brown belt in Shotokan Karate.
Isn't that like the next? That's like the last step before black, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Because I've only been doing actual karate for like 3 years. I think I started in May 2021. So yeah, 3 years in a month. 3 years in a month. I've been doing karate.
Nice. Well,
I have black belts in Taekwondo and Tang Sudo. And I got pretty close in Kodokan Judo and Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, but I just kind of fell out of it after picking up a pretty nasty injury doing judo.
well, I can't wait to see you become a black belt. It'll be cool.
Yes. So part of the VTuber streams, not only is it me teaching karate and martial arts to the world, but it's my own personal journey to further solidify and perfect my technique.
Have you ever thought about making your own technique, maybe your own style, or is that already too many of those?
I've thought about it. I've actually thought about like opening up my own Ludus, my own training school, but again, that costs a shit ton of money to have a physical place, and it's not getting any cheaper, which has always prevented me from getting together the capital to make that happen. And that's yet another reason why when VTubing came up, when VTubing like entered my collective consciousness, I was like, yes. That's got a lower bar of entry. That's got a lower bar of getting into it and being able to do it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's kind of expensive to get the VR set up, the full body tracking, all of that, but it's far less expensive than say taking out an $80,000 bank loan and starting up a business that has an 80% chance of failing within the first 5 years.
Makes sense, and I don't recommend it. That's why VR chat would be really cool for you, because you can do it for free.
Indeed. And it's kind of an unexplored territory right now. There's really nobody out there as a VTuber doing martial arts edutainment.
Like I said, that'd be really cool to see. I would love to see you do it.
I really want to jump in there and corner the market.
Agreed. That'd be really cool. Awesome. So, we got another spin. Let's do another spin.
Spin the wheel, spin the wheel.
Spin all the spins. I love it. Cool. Well, yeah, no, I like that. I would love to see you actually progress into your career and get to that moment where you can actually do something that no one's ever done before. Yeah. Completely different from everything we have been talking about. All the fellas and ladies in the chat, take out your pens and papers. Do you have an ideal date that you like to talk about?
Yes, I do actually.
Oh.
So, let's conjure up, a person that I'm into, right? And I really want to like knock their socks off. First thing we're gonna do, depending on like the time of day it is, usually I'll start the date around 11 a.m. If they're hungry, we're gonna go out to a cafe, get a coffee, get some snacks, like a croissant or something. Then, and write this down, chat. For a first ideal date, do not take them to the movies. Do not take them to the movies. That is rookie shit. Don't do that. Take them to the museum. Or take them to an arcade. Take them somewhere where you can interact with the person, right? You don't want to take them into a dark room and sit there for 2 hours staring at a screen, right? That's not the ideal way to get to know a person. So yeah, if you have like another one, axe throwing. If you want to do some axe throwing, because you got to know that your date can handle themselves. You know, you got to know that they can chuck an axe if things get all point shaped, right?
Yeah. Totally. Make sure that they know what they're doing.
If you can't throw an axe, you can't get with the cat, man. I'm sorry. It's
My
just
God, come on, man. You gotta know how to handle things. You gotta know how to handle.
right.
Even if
But
you know
yeah,
what I mean.
so
Do not pun them.
after that, maybe a little walk around town, or if there's a nice little park nearby, right? Kind of like a cool down, return to nature type of thing. And then yeah, that's a pretty good 3 to 4 hour date right there.
Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very classy. I like it.
Do not pwn them at Capcom versus Marvel. No. Play cooperative games. Play like the light gun games or the side-scrolling beat 'em up games. Do cooperative stuff, and don't try to outshine them. Right? Try to match them. Try to blend in. Try to like flow. Try to flow. Don't try to flex on them. That's not sexy.
I agreed. Come on,
You can show your prowess. Right? But don't try to flex on them and be like, oh yeah, look at that. Whoa, look how good at video games
Look, I'll give you the easy mode. Oh man, you almost got me. Yeah, watch out when you do that. Then maybe go to an arcade where you guys both can work together on, like, freaking. You know how freaking attractive it would be if you just like played like House of the Dead at a retro like arcade system. Oh my God! And they like
don't
beat
have
you.
to imagine that was
so
the last date I went on. We did that.
See, that's sweet. That's awesome. I like that.
Then we played air hockey. Right? And we both agreed to use our offhands.
Oh.
And that was goofy.
You know, I can see that definitely. All right, cool. I like that. Sweet. All right, next question we got for you is actually goes into your lore and backstory, which you already kind of talked about a little bit, but did you want to go into more details on it?
Okay, so yeah, the modern iteration of Atsumori is that he is a Tigorian prince, son of a daimyo. So because he's the second son, he was never destined to become the daimyo in himself, and he's not particularly evil, so he didn't want to kill his twin brother and assume the position. So he trained as the general. He's going to be the general of the armies, right? So he trained in all manner of like kenjutsu and martial arts and military tactics and all of that good stuff. And he was living the life, but then he got subsumed in, he got reverse isekai'd into me. There's also this like slice of life backstory and lore that I have established over the last few years with Electric Glacier. So Electric Glacier, in character, is my ex-wife. My ex-wife of 5 years.
Oh. I see. Okay, it makes sense.
And so the story on that is that I was climbing up Mount Chaos, because for reasons, right? And I was just running a tear on the mountain. I was just whooping ass, getting that cash. Because when you defeat monsters, cash just falls out of them. It's video game logic, right?
Video game logic,
so,
yeah.
I jump into this room, right? And then there's this there's this lady, and she's got a hard hat on, and she's like checking things off on a piece of paper. And I look over to her, and I'm like, and I jump at her.
Nice.
And a punch.
Oh.
And she catches the punch. And I'm like, oh, damn.
Oh, snap.
Right? Because I can see her stat. She's like a mid-boss, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I throw the other punch. Boom. She catches that one. I'm like, ooh, I got it. Got
snap.
It. Right? She, like, both of her arms are occupied. So I kick. And then the third arm comes out. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
What?
What is this? She caught the kick. And then she threw me off the mountain.
Well, sounds like she's a winner. She's definitely a winner.
And I fell in love.
You know what? Fair, very fair. I love that. Fell in love. That's good. I like that.
But if you could imagine, like, the outline of a mountain in your mind, a little speck of a cat man jumping, like leaping off, like oh, and that's kind of how that went down.
Meow. Pretty much.
And then I climbed back up Mountain Chaos because like, I gotta get back to her. I gotta hit the talk option this time. Okay, it's gonna be different this time. And then we get into a conversation, and she's like, look, if you can deal 1 point of damage to my body, I will marry you.
Whoa.
So I socked her in the eye.
Oh. Why did you hit her in the eye though?
Because that was the only place she was vulnerable. She is a rock infused face spirit. Okay?
I see.
Her physical DR is too damn high. Too damn high.
Attack her in eyes.
Attack
Attack her in eyes.
And she was like, oh, ow, fuck, man, you hit me in the eye. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, now marry me.
That totally works. That totally works all the time, guys. You guys ever want to romance a lady? Just punch her in the eye.
No, do not do that. That is bad advice.
What are you talking about? That's the way it seems like it works. It works out.
Look, if she's a four-armed, rock infused face spirit with who's filled with genetic dog water, yes, then you can sock her in the eye, but only after you've made that bet.
Only after.
So I have Glacier on my stream, like a lot. She is a perennial co-host on my stream, and she is by far one of the best role players, actresses I've ever met in the VTuber sphere. Like, I've known her for years. I knew her before she and I were ever VTubers. Right? And then VTubing happened. VTubing got popular around, 2019, 2020, thanks to like Iron Mouse, Neanners, Nikume, Zentria, and all of that. And then everybody wanted to be a VTuber because we, shit happened and then we had a whole lot of time and we're sitting at home and stuff.
Oh yeah. I can see that. Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. So we met again. Like we were in a D&D campaign 7-8 years ago, and it was fun. But then we met again. Oh. And we were VTubers this time. So we immediately cooked up this lore between us, and she is the best at yes ends. Like I'll throw something out at her in the middle of stream, and I'll be like, "Hey Glacier, remember that one time I got completely blazed out, and then I thought the floor was lava?" And then she'll be able to pick up on that, and be like, yeah, I had to scrape you off the ceiling. You were so scared.
Oh, I like that. That sounds sweet.
Oh yeah. I mean, there have been multiple times when people have been like, "Oh my gosh, you should get a room." Or here's an open secret. My own mother, like in real life, watches my streams because I take care of her, and it's a fun thing for her to watch. It beats watching ghost stories on TV for 24 hours a day. So she so my own mother will be like, "Oh my gosh, why did you two break up? You should get married again."
Married. Well, I like it. That's still really cool. I think that's really good. I like it. Well, it's a sweet story. But and it all came from punching people in the eyeballs.
One particular person in the eyeball.
Yeah,
just
only
to do 1 point of damage.
Only 1 point. And then it worked out in the end.
For 5 years.
Well, at least 5 times. For at least 5 times. Yeah. Good times. I like it. Cool. All right, are you ready to get into a little bit of a spicy topic, a little bit controversial?
Sure.
Cool. What's your thoughts on the VTuber community at the moment?
Terrible. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm
ouch.
kidding.
Dang.
I'm kidding. I don't look. I'm kind of one of those guys. I just keep my head down. Look, there's going to be jerks and saints in every community. There's going to be jerks. We are all jerks and saints, right? In every community, you're going to have your bad actors, which is compounded by the fact that VTubing offers a layer of anonymity that you wouldn't normally have on the internet, right? So you've got those people that when they get that little bit of popularity, the lesser angels of their nature, the worst aspects of their personality come out. Mm-hmm. They abuse their fans, or they they become shills for bullshit products. They God, I'm like, I don't want to like recount all the sins, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
And people pick up on that, and Twitter is a full contact sport. Twitter is a full contact sport, and people are always railing against each other. You got people who constantly want to cancel people just to get their 15 minutes of fame, just to get clout, just to put people down, whole crab of buckets thing. But I'm not involved in any of that.
Okay.
I have a mission. None of that concerns me. None of that concerns me. I have my mission. I know. Like, have you ever felt that feeling, Tricko? You ever felt that feeling where you know exactly where you want to be? You know exactly where you are. You know exactly where you want to be, and you know what you need to do.
Yes. I actually had to do that last year where like my life was like kind of like going like pretty like consistently, but you can tell it's like going down, like consistently down. And if I stayed in this kind of situation for too long, it wouldn't be impossible to get out of. So I did a completely life-changing alteration. I got rid of everything that happened in my life to change. Start something completely brand new. And I knew as soon as that happened, my life will dip down into like really depression. But then I know it will go higher afterwards, and it will climb up to better than it's ever been before. And I'm in that position where it's now better than it's ever been before. And I'm very happy I made that decision. But I had to be very aware.
Upward trajectory.
Yeah. So like, I needed, because I knew if I kept it going, it would just keep going lower and lower and lower. So I needed to make that change. And even though the change is going to suck in the very beginning, I know that it will eventually get better and be better than it's ever been. And that's why I made that decision. And so far, I don't look back on it. It's a really great decision. I really like.
It's all about picking your sacrifice. It's all about picking your sacrifice. Either sacrifice now or sacrifice later.
But the main point you're trying to
choice is a choice.
Yeah, exactly. But your main thing you asked was that have I ever been aware of my situation that I was in?
Yes.
And I wouldn't have made that decision if I wasn't already aware of like, okay, if I keep going down this same path and just be comfortable where I'm at right now, it's going to get worse. I need to make a huge change. If I don't make this change, it'll be even harder to make that change as I go on with these like years. So I saw pretty much it's like quicksand. Yeah. So I saw my opportunity, I took it, and I don't look back. So good.
Excellent. But getting back to the VTuber community, there's a couple of maxims that I live by, and one of them is your vibe determines your tribe. I'm gonna say it again. Your vibe determines your tribe.
True. You are a reflection.
Vibe that you put out. Yeah.
You are a reflection of your community. So that means whoever you are, your community will be just like it.
Yeah. And that's why I am so happy with the people that I have and the regular viewers that I have and the people that come in. I'm so pleased with the community that I have built. Do I have the largest community out there? No, I don't. But I'm very happy about that because it means I've been able to carefully cultivate these people in my life. And I don't tolerate, nor do I have time for bad actors.
True. Hear that, guys? He loves you. He loves you, guys. He loves you. He didn't say it, but he loves you. He loves you.
Oh, they know it.
No.
It's that scene where it's like, Princess Leia's like, "I love you," and Han Solo's like, "I know."
the cool, like, I know. Love it. That's so cool. I like that. That's a good answer. All right. So, what changes have you started to see when you first started streaming compared to now?
Aside from the obvious stuff, like I started out as a PNG tuber. I don't know how much homework you did on me or how like deep dived you went into my clips.
Well, I thought you were a dog and a fox in the very beginning, so unfortunately I must have missed a few things when I was looking into your background. But I usually try to like, look into a lot of them, but I missed the very obvious he's not a dog one, so definitely not as good as I should have done.
It's okay. It's all right. That's honestly on me. I need to do better with my characters somehow to put it out there that I'm a cat. The problem is that the ears and the tail. The ears and the tail really mess people up because when they see the pointy ears and they see the bushy tail, they just immediately think fox.
right? And
Mm.
that's not on them. That's on me, right? Most people, when they think of cats, they don't think of Himalayan cats, but Himalayan cats have very bushy tails.
So let
Right.
me tell you why I thought that in the very beginning. Because the way how
Okay.
I thought it was actually mostly of your voice and your personality and your design. When I look at your personality, when I think about your design, and when I hear you talk, you don't sound like a cat. You sound like a dog.
Yeah.
So you don't really
one of the big
have that like
problems
cat.
I had, one of the big challenges I had as a VTuber was, shit, I'm gonna be this guy named Atsumori Kufuhara with this voice. And then I had to make the decision of, am I going to try and voice act the whole thing? I could. I'm not a very good voice actor. I've got this voice and inflections of this voice, and that is about it. And I decided very early on, when I was like coming up with how my stream was going to be, I was like, no, I'm gonna use my natural voice, because it's gonna take too much RAM. It's gonna take too much internal RAM for me to try to do a voice. Like I am not Gob the Goblin or these other wonderful, beautiful, like super talented streamers that can do a voice for 4 to 6 hours. And I want to be me. I want to be that synthesis of Atsumori Kufuhara and me, right? So that's why I chose the voice that I did.
Makes sense. Which, like I said, it works perfectly for you. It's just like that's why I thought you were, and I don't know if other people had that kind of thing.
Right.
Like here's another follow-up good question. If money was not an option and you were able to make your model like any way you want it, as high quality as you want it, what would you change?
Ooh, now that's a very good question. I would probably try to. I'd have to find an artist that could pull it off. But
Remember, the money's not an option, so whatever they could do, like no matter who it is, you can get the most amazing rigger artists out there, like Kevin, and they will make it amazing.
Probably just try to get an artist that would more accentuate the feline features, maybe make the ears a little smaller, darken the face around the nose a little bit, darken the tail, darken the hands and the feet, and really sell the Himalayan look of the cat. Yeah, I think that's what I would do.
Nice. I like it. Cool. Awesome. All right, awesome. I can definitely see that. Now let's get some fun facts about you, because you are a retro gamer streamer. So this is gonna be an interesting question for you to answer. What is your favorite video game or video game franchise?
Well, it's kind of a big question. I don't know how to pick just one.
It's a very difficult question. It's probably one of my hardest questions to have for you.
All right, I got a couple answers that rise to the top. Castlevania.
Hey, cool.
Castlevania series. The Final Fantasy series up to about 6. Dragon Warrior Dragon Quest. Up to about I'd say 5. But really all of them are excellent. Because I've been doing very slowly but surely, but I've been doing an entire like Dragon Quest playthrough on my streams. Let's see. Those are the big ones. But any like Ninja Gaiden.
I can see that.
Although I haven't, but not actually Ninja Gaiden, but like games that play like Ninja Gaiden.
Like Devil May Cry kind of style.
There is a game called The Messenger. Probably one of the best games I've played this year.
Nice. That's a side-scrolling game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you talk about Ninja Gaiden, you're talking about side-scrolling, old-school Ninja Gaiden, not the newer ones.
Yes, sir. Cool.
I had to think about that, because you're like, oh yeah, there's games like that, like Devil May Cry. But then when you said The Messenger, I was like, that is a different style. So that I had to realize what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep. I like that. Those are good games. I think there's one game that you would like too. That is like The Messenger. Can't think of it right now. But yeah, no, I can't think of the game. But if it comes to me, I'll let you know. But that's cool. I like those games. Those are good games. Good quality games. Yeah. Very cool. Cool. If you could live in any video game or anime world, what world would you like to live
Ooh, this is even harder.
Yeah. Yeah, well, because here's my rule, okay, when it comes to these kind of things. You're not
Okay.
going into the, like, if you like pick Dragon Ball Z, you're not going into the world as a Super Saiyan. You're going as the world as your vanilla self going into that world. So you would want to go into a Dragon Ball Z world.
Vanilla self or vanilla like VTuber character?
For you, you can do the VTuber character. Because at least you're able to stand up against a good amount of the fighters in Dragon Ball Z.
Probably a martial arts anime like Kengan Ashura or Baki.
Baki would be
or,
crazy. Baki would be crazy.
Right?
You need a little more muscle, though. You need a little more muscle.
Oh yeah. I'd have to pack on some serious muscle.
Yeah. Cool. I like it. That's really cool.
So funny thing, real quick. So this is Atsumori 2.0 when it comes to my 3D models. My 1.0 is in like a nice blue kimono, and is a little, I wouldn't say thicker, but like this model's definitely more lean than the other model. So it's funny when you say I have to pack on some muscle. I'm like, ooh, I could switch models though.
I love to see that. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Well, we'll see how when you do your 3.0 model, we'll see how big you can get. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see.
So ask me sometime. So I have a lot of fan art, and it is ranged from like super skinny, almost like androgynous, like femboy type of stuff, to holy shit, he is absolutely jacked. So if you're ever interested, I will show you that art later.
I will definitely. When I have some time today, I'll definitely do that. That'd be cool.
Yes.
That'd be cool. Awesome. If you could collab with any VTuber out there, no matter how big or small they are, who would you like to collab with?
Merriweather.
Mayweather is cool. Mayweather is really cool. I love his voice. It's so nice. There was
Merriweather.
actually...
He does not know who I am. He does not know I exist.
Nope.
But I very much look up to him.
He's
He
really
is an
cool.
awesome,
He's really cool.
awesome guy. A CEO of his own company, like a
He's
real like
really
entrepreneur,
cool. He's
really cool dude.
Yeah, no, I agree with
And
you.
excellent presence on stream, very entertaining. You know, there's been many. Like he lives in Japan, so there's been many mornings when I'm getting ready for work. You know, early in the morning when I listen to him, and it's just a pleasure.
No, he's really cool. Like I was this close of having him on my show. Did you know that?
Oh, I didn't know. Damn.
Yeah. Well, because I interviewed one of his members. I interviewed Stuffy, which is a freaking amazing VTuber by
You got
herself.
Snuffy?
I got Snuffy on my show. Yes.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really cool. She's a freaking awesome person. And every now and then we still talk to each other, so she's a really cool person. But there was a chance that I asked her if she could reach out to Mayweather to come on my show, and I got a response, and the response was literally, he was too busy.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. 100% makes sense. But, you know, there was a chance. I would have had the amazing Mayweather on my show.
Oof.
But now if I ever
I'd
meet
say,
him,
I'd
I
say
would
keep
prefer-
going for it. You know, if his schedule ever clears up.
I will. I think what I need to do is that so far most of the people I've been reaching out to has been more of just a casual like meet and greet kind of like chill vibe
Yeah.
kind of thing. I need
Yeah.
now that I've been having many years under my belt, I think I might have to get like a professional like write up email to send to people who does not have DMs open and try to send them to
Right.
their business emails and try and get
Yeah.
like something like that set up so I have more professionalism going forward. So I might do that now that I have a little more like experience in my belt, because before I never thought I was like professional enough or I had the quality enough to be able to do it. But now that
Right.
I've been doing a lot better with my qualities, my standards and stuff like that, I feel like I should be able to start reaching out to the higher up ones and be like, hey, would you be interested in coming on my show for a little bit? But then there's also the whole idea of like paying for that time kind of side of things, which I don't make
Yeah.
really any money at all doing any of these things. These are
Yeah.
just for fun. So I'm worried that if I reach out to like businesses like that, they're going to ask for stuff like that. So that's what I'm worried about. So we'll see.
Never spend money on an interview. Never
Well,
spend money on an interview.
And that's why I don't want to do it. And that's why I've never done it, never had to do it. But that was also one of the reasons why I never want to reach out to some of the bigger wigs. But also, I don't really need to reach out to bigger wigs. I just like just talking to people. So like, I think the only time I've ever will reach out to bigger wigs is if I just run out of people to talk to. Which, if my goal is to interview every VTuber out there, pretty sure I have plenty to choose from. Hi, Zeal. It's great to see you. Zeal's actually a really big fan of Dragon Quest as well, so that's actually really cool.
Snap.
But they would like to ask you a question, so let's get the spin wheel out and
spin the wheel. Let's go.
Let's go. Get into it. Yeah, Zeal. He's actually a fan of Dragon Quest. Very cool. Very cool person. Also, hi. All right, so very controversial. Very controversial. What's your favorite pizza toppings?
Pineapple. No, I'm kidding.
No, you almost started a war right there. Oh my god.
Let's start a riot.
Yep, exactly. You would have started a riot right there.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. It's got the same energy as pineapple. But my favorite pizza toppings are black olives, mushrooms, and onions together.
Oh.
If I have to pick two, it's probably either black olives and mushrooms or black olives and onions, because most people hate them as a rule. So if I order that pizza, it's just for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lily, if you order that pizza, I'm definitely not gonna take your slice.
And if they do want to eat that pizza with me, then they're the one.
They're the one. So hear that, guys? To a man to get to his heart, eat his pizza. I love
Eat some pizza with you.
Eat some pizza with them, and you cannot pick out the food.
Any toppings, right? But you're asking for favorite toppings. Like if I'm limited to like 1 or 2 toppings, that's probably what I would get.
Would you have kiwi pizza?
I would try it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. You have iron stomach. You have iron stomach for me. They introduced me, Kaguya, who I interviewed yesterday, introduced me to kiwi pizza, and I'm still recovering from that sight that she sent to me. Still recovering from that. So there's definitely pizza that I'm not really into, but go for it, you guys. You have fun.
Good question.
So next question, and that is, what is next? What is your goals you like to do when it comes to streaming? Now, very beginning of this interview, you pretty much already stated your main goal for everything, but what else do you like to do?
Other than full body tracking, 3D model, VR chat, karate, blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm so singularly focused upon that goal that I haven't really thought about it. So what would I like to accomplish? Get more people, get them numbers up, get the word out, reach more people, and like quote unquote make it as a VTuber, I don't want to do it for the popularity, but I want to do it so that I can get the message out, right?
No one gives you a name, though.
Goes back to the mission. All goes back to 2021. It all goes back to the fear I saw in people's eyes, and the entire generation of people that went inside and they never came back out. Somebody's got to reach those people. Somebody's got to reach them, And I can't save the world. I'm not sure. I'm not a hero, right, or whatever. Some people might see me that way, but I'm not. I'm just some guy. I am literally just some guy. Okay? I'm a fat, ugly, middle-aged man who VTubes as a hobby, right? If you saw me in real life, you wouldn't know that I'm a martial arts master or whatever, yada yada. You would not know it. But I saw what happened to so many people close to me, and the damage that has been wrought by the last 4 years. And I've thought to myself, I can't just sit idle. I can't just idly go by. I have got to do what I can to get to these people and give them the gift of martial arts, give them the gift of karate. Okay? What they do with it, that is up to them. But I hope it improves their lives. I hope it gets them out of the house. I hope it, lets them walk as a warrior for all their days.
Warrior. I love it. I love it. I love his inspirational like quotes you coming up with. They're really cool. They're really cool.
Mm.
Cool. I like them. Cool. Well, hey, I'll love to see them. I'll love to see your
So
goals
that's what I
get.
wanna-
Yeah.
That is what I want to accomplish with my streaming career. Those are my goals.
Nice. I like it. Well, hey, I really would love to see it like get blossomed, and I would love to see it come out and become fruition. I would love to see like your goals become like the source of a lot of people's inspiration and be able to move on with their lives to actually be able to go and do things that they've always wanted to do but never had the opportunity. That's why I love your goals, because unlike other people's goals where they're just like they just want to become famous and stuff like that, they're very self-centered. But your goals could actually like help a lot of people out, and I think that's really cool and admirable. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. I love to see it. Man kept about 10 of us from losing our minds doing the what have you. I'm one of them. Well, it's good to see that your minds are still intact, because we have to do things with our minds. You gotta keep it up. Cool. Are you ready for the last question of the night?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Let's wrap it up with my favorite question of all. That is, do you have any advice for those who might want to get into streaming / VTuber?
VTubering. I would ask if somebody came to me and was like, Atsumori, what would Sensei-san?
Sensei senpai.
Right? I would say, first I would try to dissuade them. I'd be like, look, the entertainment business is a rough gig, you know? I would tell them, I would kind of like push them a little bit, like, why do you want to do this? What are your goals, right? I would kind of interview them a little bit. And if they were stalwart, if they really wanted to do it, then I would say, remember that this is a show. I have a sticky note sticking on the side of my second monitor, and it reads, "This is a show."
Entertainment.
Yeah, get out there and entertain people. Right? It doesn't mean you have to talk all the time. It doesn't mean you have to, laugh all the time or joke all the time. It doesn't even mean that like every joke has to hit, right? You're gonna have some bad nights. You're gonna bomb out some nights. You're gonna have some rough nights, but you're also gonna have some amazing nights. You're gonna also have some amazing streams. You're gonna have an amazing time doing this. But more practical advice: be consistent. Be consistent. Get a schedule together. Stick to that schedule. For 2 years, until just recently, my schedule was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 8 p.m. till usually about midnight. Right? 4 hours, 12 hours of streaming. 4 to 5 hours seems to be the golden time for like a good, nice stream. If you are capable of longer streams, go for it. But I would say at least try to get to 4 hours in every stream. Stream 3 nights a week, no more than that. If you're serious about content creation, stream 3 nights a week, and the rest of the nights should be used for collating content creation, making shorts, making clips, editing videos, promotion, that sort of thing. If you're streaming 6-7 nights a week, you're gonna burn yourself out. You're gonna burn yourself out, and I don't want to see that.
No burn.
Right?
No burn.
So many people get into this with that like manic, like, yeah, and then they stream every day for 6 months, and then and then they're gone. Right? The attrition rate on VTubers / streamers is rough.
Oh yeah.
It is super rough. Also, figure out whether or not you like streaming or VTubing to begin with. Start streaming with a PNG model. You don't have to drop $400, $500, $600 on 3D models, rigging, all complex user interfaces and stuff like that. Just look. I had a laptop, PNG, and a dream, baby. It's all you need.
It's all you need.
Just get out there and start streaming. So I would say stream now. Don't wait to stream. Don't put it off for 6 to 8 months to get the perfect stream. Do not sacrifice yourself upon the altar of perfectionism. I tell that to the people I used to teach model painting to. I tell that to people in martial arts, and I will tell it to you now if you want to get into streaming. Don't sacrifice yourself upon the altar of perfectionism. Not everything has to be perfect. Not every joke has to hit. Just stay consistent. Stay consistent. Be out there. Put yourself out there. Be visible. Right. That's the thing that most people kind of fail at. I don't want to use the F word. Right. I don't want to use the word fail. Right. Fail. But a lot of people have lived their whole lives with their head down. Just one amongst the crowd. But the whole idea of being a VTuber or a streamer is you've got to put yourself out there. You got to be bold. You've got to, and even I need to work on this. Honestly. So please don't say that I'm not like, delivering empty platitudes from on high. Everything that I'm saying is advice that I need to focus on as well.
I can see that.
Yeah. So put yourself out there. If that's the name of the game. There's a few ways to do this. Some people like to shitpost.
You're not wrong.
Like I said,
you're not wrong.
Twitter's a full contact sport, and that's going back to one of the earlier questions. That's one of the more interesting aspects of the VTubing community. Are the shitposters? The people like to stir up crap. Why? Because they want their 15 minutes of fame. They want people to come to their Twitch channel to hang out with them. It's a battle. You don't want to be everybody's 6th favorite streamer. You don't want to be everybody's, third option, right? Like, oh, this person is on. I guess I'll go watch this person. You want people to show up for you, not the games you're playing, right? Not the games you're playing, not the content you're trying to do, not the facade you're trying to put on. You.
Nope,
so yeah,
agreed.
That would be my advice for people who want to get into streaming, VTubering, YouTubing, content creation. There you go.
I like it. I like to see it. It's good advice. Definitely recommend it. When do I know? When do I know I have started succeeding at this? That's the neat part. You don't know when you're succeeding. You, like I said, just enjoy yourself and just have fun with the kind of things you want to do. And if you want to move up, really the best thing to do is just be consistent and then throw your content out as far as possible to reach as much as the audience as possible. Because if you've been posting on Instagram or TikTok for a whole year, and even you get one person that watches your videos come over and check you out on Twitch, that is a win. That's a huge win. So just have fun, enjoy yourselves, and then just get your content out there. Just let people see it. Yeah. It's usually the best way. I've made my own V-Roid model at first. My current one I sunk $450 into, which is not bad.
Nice.
It's not bad. Good way to start. Cool. Well, I have asked you all the questions I have, so thank you so much for answering all my questions. I really appreciate it. Looks like we still have a few more questions to ask you on chat side of things, so we'll get right into it.
Spin that wheel.
So Zeal,
come on, chat.
You have another spin.
Give me all the wind spiel.
All the wind spills. Right. So this might be an interesting question to ask as someone as yourself, but are you a cat person or a dog person? Fits perfectly.
Okay. Some of my regulars know this about me, so I'm about to blow your mind. So I play a cat.
Yes.
And you know what? Okay, so you have really good instincts, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you thought I was a dog, right? Because I put out dog energy, right?
Yep.
I'm a cat man on the internet, but I would never have a cat as a pet. Never.
I see.
Never. I have a dog. Her name is Sophie. She's a Schnauzer. I love her very, very much. I bought that dog for my mother, but she fell in love with me. So I love dogs. I think they're amazing pets. I will probably always have a dog in my life, one way or another, but never cats. I love other people's cats. I love other people's cats. I love to play with them and yada yada. But when I'm done with the cat, I like to leave that cat in other people's houses because I don't like to take care of cats.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So
Makes
that's-
sense.
The answer is yes, but I'd rather have dogs as pets.
I can see that. I can see that definitely. Well, I think that's interesting that like I thought you were a dog because of your personality, and it seems like you are more of a dog person than me. So I like it. I like it. That's cool.
I know.
Awesome.
I know.
It fits very well. Hey guys, last chance. You guys have any more questions? Any more spins you'd like to do? And again,
Come on.
why?
I saw some interesting questions on that question wheel.
Yeah, some really interesting ones. Definitely got some
so,
interesting ones. There's one on there that I
can-
would love to see answer, but we'll see. We'll wait. We'll wait.
Can I spin the wheel?
Yeah, you just have to redeem. You just have to hit the redeem.
Something went wrong. Oh no.
Oh no. My dog on my floor for attention after letting him out. Yeah, that's a training thing. You need to make sure he stops doing that because that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Hey, Perp, we got another spin from you. Get another spin.
Oh, that goes nice. All right. What are we getting?
Cool.
What's at the center of that wheel? What
This
is
is some
that?
anime girl.
Okay.
I just thought, I actually had a really good one, but then I kind of just got lazy and I haven't changed it yet. Probably should change it eventually. Do you have an unknown talent that not many people know about?
Ooh. Unknown talent. I don't know because I use all of my talents during my streaming.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm a martial artist. I paint miniatures. I run tabletop role-playing games. I'm pretty good at that. I don't know. Damn, this is the one that's gonna stump me.
Oh, cooking?
Cooking? Oh yeah, I'm pretty good cook.
Oh, there you go.
I
That's a
like
good talent. That's a good talent to have. Good talent to have. What do
I
you like to
always-
make?
I always cook breakfast mostly.
Nice. What do you like to make?
I like to make eggs pretty much any way you want. Do you know what scrapple is?
Grapple? I don't know.
Scrapple, no scrapple. SCRAPPLE, scrapple.
Grapple.
Scrapple.
What is it?
Yeah, I like to cook scrapple. It's basically a meatloaf of congealed meat, basically all the parts you wouldn't normally eat, mixed in with cornmeal in order to congeal into a loaf. You cut it into slices and you bake it.
Sounds delicious.
You can bake it. You can pan fry it. It's really good. It's got an interesting taste to it. It's something you kind of gotta grow up with, and it's made famous by the Pennsylvania Dutch.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, I can see that. Well, I like that.
What else?
Makes me
what else
hungry.
do I like
Makes
to
me
cook?
hungry.
So in real life, I'm half Polish, half Sicilian. So I love to make spaghetti, sauce. I like red sauce. I like to make stir fry, all sorts of crazy stuff.
I like it. I like it. Well, I like it a lot. I think that's really cool. That's really cool.
So
I like
I'll go
cooking.
with cooking. I don't really talk about cooking all that much.
Hey, you ever do a live stream, a live cooking stream?
I have kicked around that idea. I might, but I'd have to figure out how to set that up. You know what I mean?
I bet you can do it. I bet it'd be fun. I bet it'd be fun. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Cool. Any more questions? Any more spins?
My wheel spin didn't go through. Let's try it again. Boop. Oh, it's on cooldown. Shit.
Oh yeah, I do put a cooldown on those. If not, then people will literally spam. I've actually had a couple people just spam it and then just dip.
Oh no.
And we can't really have that done anymore. We'll do one more spin. Unless you guys have any questions, any more questions you'd like to ask. You can ask those as many times as you want. But yeah, I just wanted to say one more time, thank you so much for coming on my stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you for giving me your time. And everyone in
Thank you for
chat.
taking me on.
Of course. And chat,
This has
thank
been
you
fun.
for coming in. Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun. I love doing this.
I love getting interviewed.
Mm.
So I was with a lady many years ago, and we were going up deep into Michigan where her family lived to go see her family, and she was afraid because she's got a very large, very tight knit family. And she knew that they were gonna grill me, right? They were gonna ask me a whole bunch of questions about me, about my life, and whatever. But joke's on them. I love getting interviewed, so I totally unwittingly threw it back on them by excitedly golden retriever answering all their questions, and then they quickly got bored. It was like, ah, shit. This guy isn't actually getting grilled by us.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
fine,
an open book.
whatever.
He doesn't only.
You can
doesn't
hang
mind
out.
Hey, that's cool. That's a good way to do it. That's the best way to like solve those kind of issues. So that's good. Like, yeah, I think you were successful in your kind of talk. I like it. Very cool. Very cool. Sweet. Awesome. Well, no. Thank you also for introducing me to your community. Your community is very loving, very awesome people. I like them. They're very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Cool. Awesome. Well, we'll do one more spin. I'll do a spin on your behalf. So
Okay.
Oh. Of course this will be one. Of course, we talked about this before, so it's kind of funny you mentioned it.
Favorite Pokemon?
Yeah, what is your favorite Pokemon?
Infernape.
Informate. Oh, okay.
The fire starter from Gen 2?
Ooh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
That. No, you know what? It's a fine type. This thing is very type. Oh no. Okay. So now we'll have to do actually one for you.
Yeah.
Okay, Informate. I like that. I like
It's
that.
now time for the lightning round.
Very cool. Another kind of VTuber. If you were not a cat VTuber, what kind of VTuber would you be?
I mean, I have other characters that I could bring out. It's just that Atsumori Kufuhara is the best fit for what I want to do as a VTuber. Probably dog. Yeah, you know what? Probably dog VTuber of some type or flavor.
Okay. You know, like, have you ever thought about being like a dragon VTuber or something like
No, dragons are cringe.
that? Oh, ouch. Well, let's not say that to any of the other dragon VTubers out there. Ooh, snap. I love it. And with that, we will end off the stream. Thank you so much for joining in. You guys are all freaking amazing. It's great to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming on my show. Where can people find you, by the way?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Atsumori Kufuhara, which is 8 syllables, which is extremely bad for marketing.
No worries. I think it stands you on a new league of its own. There you go. Waiting for North to crash through the ceiling. Unless you would crash through the ceiling before. There's still a hole up there. There's still many holes that a lot of YouTubers have left in my ceiling.
I'm sorry. I took her by the waist and like thumped her onto the ceiling by her horns, and she got stuck up there for a little while.
Yeah, she's still up there, I think. Yep, that's her legs dangling still. I think she's hungry. We probably have to go feed her again.
No.
But yeah, is there anyone you'd like us to raid? I always like to give my options to my guests.
So speaking of the devil, Electric Glacier is streaming right now.
Okay, let's send it over to them.
Yep. Let me give you her thing here. So let's go over here. Copy that. And I will paste it right here. There you go.
Perfect. Awesome. Go awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for joining in. You guys are all freaking awesome. Go give a lovely follow to Atsumori over here. He definitely deserves it. We'd love to see his career and his job gets developed in the VR space. That'd be really cool to see. And if you guys
it's not a job, it's an adventure.
It's an adventure. It's a hobby. It's an adventure hobby. And if you guys like to check out any new VTubers, I do this each and every week. We get to be introduced to new VTubers. You can also follow me if you like to. But until then, thank you guys so much for joining in. You guys are all freaking awesome. Let's get this amazing raid to our electric friend over here, the electric friend. Until then, thank you so much. Don't leave Discord yet, okay?
Okay.
Cool. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.
Okie dokie.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Okay. Alarm. Crime and economy.